All right, has the crypto pullback ended yet? Are we going up now? Because Bitcoin and ETH have both hit resistance, major resistance points, and do you think they're now pulling back? If so, which coins should we be buying? I'm going to talk about an update on 2 or 3 coins that are some of my favorites from the past couple of weeks, and also 2 or 3 crypto stocks, right? Some big action in crypto stocks as well. Okay, let's have a look, folks. So the biggest problem right now is Bitcoin and ETH both got rejected at their key supporting levels, resistance levels, sorry. So here's the problem, and we can clearly see that Bitcoin got rejected by the top of the flag, right? This is a flag that I've drawn for the last like 4 or 5 days, and it correctly predicted, it was around here when I drew it, it correctly predicted that we would come to this bottom, right? Bottom edge of the bull flag and bounce up. And then I said 120K, right? We got to 119.7, 120K is the top, which is basically top of this rising channel. And then boom, we pull back. So the good news is that when you have a bull flag, and then by its nature of its name, then chances are 3 out of 4 times it tends to break up, right? Not always, but like something like 3 out of 4 times. The bad news is once we get rejected here, now it looks like the possibility of retouching somewhere back here, right? Bouncing off the supporting, lower edge here again, which is around 113.5, 113.3, let's call it. That option is open again. That option is open again because we could get more bounces inside here. Although I'm not saying definitely will go down, I'm saying that's where the supporting level is, right? And that option is open. And if we do go down, I think at least we should get a big bounce out of here, just like we did here, because that's the support level. And then we've already had 2 weeks of consolidation inside here. If this is a blow off top, then consolidations don't last much longer than 2 weeks. Not even 3 weeks. So I still keep open the option that after some sort of pullback here, we may not touch the supporting area, right? This is as low as it goes, I think, right? 113.3 area. And then we break up. I'm thinking sometime this week. Could be this weekend. The reason why this week is very tricky is because look what's happening this week, right? I'm making this video right now, midday on the Tuesday. So on the Wednesday, right now China and US are doing their 3rd round of trade negotiations, right? We could get shocking news out of there. Tomorrow, the Federal Reserve delivers their interest rate decision. What if they do a shock rate cut? What if they say something very dovish, like they're going to cut rates 50 points from here onwards, right? They might even hold rates steady, but they say September, October, and December, those 3 months, they're going to cut rates by 25 points each. So 75 points of cuts from here. That could happen. On Thursday, then you've got the PCE, which is the key inflation number, and on Friday, you've got the jobs number, which is the NFP, non-farm payrolls. The next 4 days are going to be action-packed. Plus, I think like Amazon, Google, Facebook, 3 out of the big 7 companies, magnificent 7 companies, are reporting earnings as well. So it's pretty big. Now I'm going to look at ETH, and I'm also going to look at a couple of Bitcoin stocks and updates on some cryptos. Before we get to that though, first let's answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo Jimenez use? Well, Pablo uses exchange that's non-KYC. That means you don't need to show any ID. That means even the exchange can't see who you are. The IRS can't see you, the tax office can't see you, FBI, CIA, nobody can see who you are. And just by depositing, get 20% bonus, right? Deposit $100, get $20 futures bonus. Deposit $1,000, get $200 bonus in futures, right? And win up to $18,000 just by trading. Okay, this is limited time only. Offer finishes on 12th of August. And if you are watching this on YouTube, then The link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. But if you're watching this on any other platform, that's okay. Just click on my profile page, and there is my Stan link or link tree, right? And it should be the first deal that pops up right there. Okay, let's get back to the markets, folks. But remember, this deal is only on the Pablo link, only on the Pablo Heman link. Here is ETH. ETH, as I had warned inside my Discord. By the way, I make a lot of these warnings and I make these videos. And when people watch it, and I said, look, I predicted this, and people are like, oh no, you didn't predict this, you didn't predict. Well, bro, you're watching this for free, man. You're watching this for free, so excuse me if you didn't get the news the first time, every time. But people inside my Discord got the prediction, got the news every time, and at the time I said we're gonna head for a pullback into the low 3500s. I may or may not have said that in a video, but I said that in my Discord, and you don't have anyone in my Discord complaining in the comments section saying, oh, you didn't predict this. And what I said to my Discord today, or 12 hours ago, was this, that if we fake out here, right, this is what it looks like, a fake out, then we're going to go down because, right, you're not supposed to get a fake out at these crucial breakout points. So basically, like, if it is going to break out, then it shouldn't do a fake out and come back. It should just go boom, straight up. If it does a fake out and come back, then chances are it's not going to turn around straight away. Right now, chances are we're going to retest, I would say, this high 3500s area, right? Probably with a wick below. If we can manage to close above, great. If not, then we're in some real trouble. Then we could even retest this 3300 area. I'm not thinking about that right now. I still think that's the least likely probability. Nothing I can say is 100%. So basically, something like this, high 35, like 3580s, 3590, most likely get retested. Because why would you go to this high, right, drawing all the bulls who are buying the confirmation, who even got a close above at a new high point, and then you bring it down, right? It's sucking a lot of bulls and longs here, right, and then bring it down. So basically, games are being played, so there's a little bit more chopping here. But timing-wise, in terms of the timing, I'm not expecting much more chop because, again, we don't have that much time for a blow-off top. We are coming in, we need, I think, Bitcoin and crypto and Ethereum and probably the NASDAQ will top somewhere between September and November. If that's the case, then we don't have a lot of time to screw around. It'll be August in a couple of days, and then we just need to go straight from here. Still have a lot of ground to cover, even though there's only like 6 to 10 weeks left. So basically, that's the story with ETH and Bitcoin. I'm thinking a few days more chop and more of a pullback to retest these key support levels. Okay, let's have a look at some update on some of the stocks, Bitcoin stocks, crypto stocks, Ethereum stocks, and also some of the cryptos that I spoke about recently. First of all, everyone's perennial favorite, prediction bot. And remember, I called it around like here, 1.5, 1.6 market cap. It went up to like not quite a 3x, but 2.5x up since I called it, and then boom, went down like a lot. This is like 400,000. Went all the way down, right? From here, that was 90% fall, and people were going crazy, asking Pablo, what happened? Pablo, what happened? Can you give us an update? And I just said, look, guys, it's unless the founders of Predabot has rugged, I don't think it's a huge problem. It's probably just some whale who are selling, and the people behind Predabot are backed by Jesse Pollack, who is basically the founder or the creator of Base Chain, the chain that's kind of the official chain of Coinbase. So I thought the chance of a rug can happen, but it's pretty small in my mind. And now here we are, back, blow off all the way above all-time high. So like now it's around 8 million. Now it's around 8 million. So it's about 5x. Since I called it. Since I called it here, because we're looking at a log chart, not a natural chart. So here, okay, let's have a look at another favorite of ours, which is CFX. With CFX, it had a big breakthrough today, and the thing is, it's pulling back now. But the thing is, if we can manage to close above here, above this 24, let's call it 24.8, 24.5, somewhere around here, over the next few days, then basically we would have a weekly close above this key resistance area. So see how we've got rejected here with a wick, major rejection here, coupled with the news of the Shanghai government deleting the news they reported about collaborating with CFX. And now we've had this spike up and come back down. Earlier today, it was around here, right? It was when I saw it was around here. Almost hit 28 cents. Almost hit the resistance, which is around 29 cents. So I think next few days we probably do this, and hopefully by Sunday night, US time, we close above 24.8, 24.9, and then we've got an official close above here, and then we can keep on climbing. Okay, so right. Okay, let's get to some of these crypto stocks. So one that has been spoken about a lot is SBET. SBET has made a big pullback right now, and that's okay. That's okay, because basically not everything goes up in a straight line. SBET is basically the number one, the top, shall I say, treasury, big Ethereum treasury out there right now. So they're obviously highly volatile, and I think this kind of pullback is quite normal. What if we put a Fibonacci on it and see what this looks like? See what this pullback looks like. Was this expected or not? Okay, that's the Fibonacci. And so we dropped. That was a huge drop. That dropped to like way below even 23% of the move. But on the bounce up, okay, doesn't fit any Fibonacci so far. I would still say, I mean, probably a better way of looking at it is a regular chart, right? Then it's weekly. Okay, let's do it here. We've had this gap up, crazy run, right? SBET, and then they announced the private investors have a chance to sell. Market panicked, dumped, and then around here is actually when I said, okay, I'm buying, right? Because the bad news has already been discounted. Any good news could make a squeeze right now. So we went from like 980-ish all the way to $40, just under $39, and now we've pulled back halfway of the move at 30, just below halfway, $38. And that's fine, because like it's for something that's had a run from what, $9.03 to $40, 4x run. Yeah, 4x run, and then you do a 55% pullback. I think that's quite normal. If it gets a little bit lower, I might add more. Probably around this level, $14.0, because of this level here. If we can get close to 14, 15, I might pick up some more SBET, right? But there's a few things about SBET I'd like to bring up for folks here. So first of all, SBET has what they call PIPE investors. They got in around an average price of about $5.50. So a lot of private investors got private placements over the counter deals. Like on the 20th of May, they got in at about $2.95. On the 30th of May, they got in at $6.15. So on average, they got in at about $5.50. So that means their entry was around here, $5.50 on average. Yeah, before it took off, right? They got in and it took off. So they could be doing some selling, but however, I don't think they're into crypto stocks because they want a safe 2x return. I think they want something like this as well. So I'm expecting pullback and a big wave up, something like that. Yes. So, I mean, this is one of those typical situations where if we have to do a Fibonacci count, I could say one, right? Wave one, wave two, and then wave three goes something like this, right? Wave one, two, three. Three has to be higher than wave one. 4, 5, something like that, right? And this is the we can also do a 5 count wave count inside wave 3. So you have 1, 2, 3. But if we break down number 3, right? If we look inside this wave, it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? For folks who have basic knowledge of Fibonacci series, that should make a lot of sense to you. So that's SBET. A lot of people, I thought I should tell you guys about the PIPE, private equity investors, just in case people panic. Theoretically, if they got in at around 550, they could sell here and still make 3 or 4x, 5x profits. That's the one thing to be concerned about. Also, I think they just they're basically, yeah. So basically staking, the big thing for ETH right now is staking, and SEC is not giving their opinion on this just yet. I think SEC is waiting for Trump's speech, which is to be delivered sometime in the next 24 hours. Right, July 30th, he's going to deliver a speech on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on crypto strategy for the White House. And when he does so, afterwards, I think staking will be approved. And if staking is approved, then a lot of ETH coins will be staked after that. So these things are just super bullish for Ethereum treasury. And SBET is kind of like the main ETH treasury right now. Okay, now this is Bitminer. Bitmine is also something that I really like. I've spoken about it a lot. I bought a little bit in the 40s around here, right? But now it's dropped to here. And for folks who are in my Discord or who have been watching my videos, I said it's going to do a gap close. I said it's going to come down to this low 30s area. Right now, we just hit 32, 31 because of this gap close. If it goes even further, I don't think they'll close this gap because this gap close is around $4. I mean, that's like as if all this good news didn't happen at all. So they're basically gonna, if we do push lower, then around this $21 area would be the ultimate bottom if it does go there. I'm probably going to add a little bit more here because we've closed this gap. So $32, I would add more here. And also the good news about Bitmine is that they hired someone from BlackRock, one of the core executives from BlackRock with 20 years experience. That guy is called Joseph Shalom, and he's the co-CEO of now Bitmine. And he's had 20 plus years at BlackRock, mainly in digital assets, strategy, and operations. So, the other founder is Joseph Lubin, who used to work at Goldman Sachs, but he is the co-founder of Ethereum. itself, and it's got like 10 years plus at Consensus. Consensus is the company that builds your MetaMask wallets. So this is like, you know, an all-star team. So Bitmine, I think. Oh, and not to forget the fact that Bitmine also has someone like what's his name? Tom Lee, the superstar analyst on Wall Street, working for them now as the chairman as well. So I think Bitmine should do well. I'm going to DCA into it, starting at this 32-31 level. Not financial advice, folks. And I'll catch you for the next episode. Bye-bye.